Imagine looking at Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, through a telescope. A small, icy orb floating silently in the vast darkness of space. At first glance, it looks peaceful, empty, almost serene. But that is exactly the illusion that makes it terrifying. Europa is not empty. Beneath that seemingly calm, frozen surface lies an ocean of staggering scale, energy, and danger. One that could hold more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. A world alive beneath its ice, hiding forces that humans barely understand, waiting to reveal themselves in ways that could change everything we know about life, energy, and the fragile systems that surround us, not only in space but right here on Earth. This is a story about hidden systems, invisible power, and the lessons that Europa teaches us about risk, control, and resilience. Lessons that have parallels in finance, history, and human civilization. Let's start at the surface. Europa's icy crust is cracked, scarred, and shifting constantly. Vast ridges stretch for hundreds of kilometers, some wide enough to swallow entire cities if they existed there. Occasionally, plumes of water shoot into space from these cracks. Geysers, powered by forces we can barely measure. The ice is miles thick in some areas, yet it floats on a subsurface ocean that churns constantly under immense pressure. Tides here are extreme, created by the relentless gravitational tug-of-war with Jupiter and its sibling moons. This is the first major reveal. Europa is dynamic, violent, and unpredictable. Far from the serene white orb it appears to be, and just like complex financial systems, what looks stable on the surface can hide immense energy, tension, and unseen risk beneath. Consider the ocean trapped beneath the ice. It is cut off from sunlight, yet it moves, swirls, and may even host hydrothermal vents on its seafloor. Similar to Earth's deep ocean volcanoes, these vents could provide chemical energy sufficient to sustain life without sunlight. Imagine a world that has thrived in isolation for billions of years, powered entirely by forces we cannot see. This is the second reveal. Europa may be alive, and it is capable of sustaining life in ways that defy our imagination, just as hidden forces in human systems markets. Governments or economies can operate for centuries without apparent failure until pressure builds to a tipping point. Now visualize the surface in more detail. Cracks crisscross the icy landscape like scars of a tortured giant. Some are wide, some narrow, but all remind us that this moon is under constant stress. Occasionally, water shoots from the surface, escaping through these fissures into space, like a safety valve, releasing the tension that builds beneath. Europa's energy is invisible yet immense, and it is the quiet, unseen forces that make it terrifying. Think of this like modern debt systems or leveraged markets. From a distance, everything seems stable, predictable, and safe. But pressures accumulate until suddenly, energy is released in catastrophic ways. Jupiter's gravity keeps Europa in a constant tug-of-war, stretching and flexing the ice crust daily. The result is enormous friction, heat, and movement. Every day, the surface shifts by tens of meters. Imagine standing on ice that moves like that. Europa's crust is alive, constantly changing, and hiding forces beneath it that could destroy the surface at any moment. The third reveal hits here. Europa is an ecosystem of energy, danger, and potential, where stability is an illusion. And yet, humans keep imagining we can visit, explore, and even colonize moons like this, without fully understanding the invisible risks. Let's go deeper. Imagine a probe descending through the ice. Every meter is an obstacle, ice under immense pressure that has been compacted over millions of years. Below lies a subsurface ocean, potentially teeming with life forms adapted to survive in crushing pressure, extreme cold, and complete darkness. Microbial life, or even more complex organisms, could exist here, evolving independently from Earth, thriving in isolation. This is the fourth reveal. Life can survive in extreme isolation, powered by forces invisible to us, just as financial or social systems can continue functioning under stress, invisible to outsiders until a breaking point is reached. Europa's plumes, erupting water into space, are more than spectacular. They are windows into the moon's energy system, showing that tension built up over centuries can escape violently. Every eruption demonstrates the hidden power of contained systems. Scientists marvel at this, knowing that probing too aggressively could destabilize the ice or trigger unintended consequences. Excessive intervention in a delicate system without understanding hidden pressures can cause cascading failures. Now, imagine the scale. Europa's ocean is immense, its volume greater than all of Earth's oceans combined. Trapped beneath ice, hundreds of kilometers thick, the energy in this system is enormous, generated by tidal flexing and gravitational forces from Jupiter and neighboring moons. Every crack, every plume, every shift is evidence of motion and energy hidden from human eyes. Europa's terror comes not from what we can see, but from what we cannot. And this mirrors human systems. Stock markets, economies, governments, all appear calm until the pressures beneath them release unpredictably. Let's zoom out and think about the implications. If Europa's ocean is active and possibly life-supporting, the moon is not empty. It is a world in constant motion, a planet-sized laboratory of energy, chemistry, and evolution. This is the fifth reveal. What seems lifeless can be vibrant, dangerous, and full of surprises. Humanity often underestimates invisible systems, whether in nature, economics, or geopolitics. Europa forces us to rethink our assumptions about stability, risk, and survival. Europa's cracks also tell a story of repeated stress, destruction, and renewal. Ise plates, they grind, and shift constantly, creating new ridges, depressions, and energy channels. This cycle of destruction and renewal mirrors human societies and economies. Growth often occurs after periods of pressure, collapse, or crisis. Resilience is built in systems that endure constant stress and adapt. The lesson is clear. True stability is dynamic, not static. Consider the enormous pressure beneath the ice. Water, constrained by the thick crust and immense gravity, is a reservoir of kinetic energy. Every fissure or plume is a reminder that contained energy eventually seeks release. This is a parallel to hidden debt, unbalanced leverage, or unseen political tension on Earth. Ignoring the invisible risks of a system is a gamble with consequences that can be catastrophic. Now imagine Europa in motion. Tides created by Jupiter flex the crust, while the ocean circulates beneath. Ice shifts, plumes erupt, and energy flows continuously. Nothing on the moon is truly still. Europa's system is an ongoing process of creation and destruction. Its life lessons extend to Earth. Unseen forces shape outcomes. Power is often invisible, and survival requires preparation, awareness, and adaptability. Scientists have theorized that Europa's ocean could harbor life resilient enough to survive impacts, freezing, or chemical changes. Life here is forced to evolve in isolation, finding ways to use the energy that escapes through cracks, vents, and tidal flexing. This is both terrifying and inspiring. Life can exist where humans thought nothing could survive, and yet, this life may be fragile, constantly balancing against the immense energy around it. Humans, too, must balance against invisible forces, financial, societal, and environmental, to survive. Now, consider exploration. Any probe or mission must navigate ice, pressure, radiation from Jupiter, and unknown subsurface conditions. The risks are enormous, but the potential rewards are profound. Understanding life beyond Earth, learning to navigate complex, hidden systems, and preparing humanity for unforeseen challenges. Europa is a teacher, showing that the most terrifying systems are not the ones we see, but the ones we cannot. As we imagine standing on Europa's surface, witnessing a plume erupting kilometers into space, a fissure splitting the ice, and tidal stress constantly reshaping the moon, the terror becomes clear. Europa is alive, immense, and unpredictable. It reminds us that stability is temporary, power is hidden, and life adapts in ways beyond our understanding. Just like markets, governments, or empires, the invisible forces are the most important, and ignoring them can be deadly. Europa's terror is subtle but profound. Its energy is immense, its ocean is vast, and the potential for life or catastrophe is real. It challenges human assumptions about calm, stability, and isolation. The final lesson is this: we must respect invisible systems, prepare for pressures we cannot see, and understand that appearances are often deceptive. Europa is terrifying not because it attacks, but because it quietly contains power that we cannot control. So, when you look at the night sky and see Europa orbiting Jupiter, remember, the calm surface hides oceans, energy, and secrets that have survived billions of years. In our world, as in space, the most important forces are often unseen. Prepare, respect, and adapt, or risk being surprised by the power lurking beneath the surface. Subscribe to AEDID, comment your thoughts, and remember, Europa is not empty, and neither are the systems we rely on. Hidden forces are everywhere, and the most terrifying truths are those we cannot see.